These were the screenshots that I was originally going to edit into a video that I made some weeks ago, but then it ended up being too long and I said that I was just going to make this a separate video and link this in the description, but I never did it, so I'm doing it now. I don't even really remember what video it was, so I gotta find that. Has anybody here been homeless by choice? I became homeless and at first it was not a choice, but then after a while it did become a choice. It was not always pleasant, but after going through an insurmountable amount of trauma as a child, teen, and early adult years, homelessness felt very freeing. Obviously, now that I'm getting older and where the world has decided to go, being the fact they're literally voting in how to deal with unhoused people in America at the moment is very scary. No matter what we look like, the second you so much as mention you're homeless or look stereotypically homeless, you'll see the spark in people's eyes from seeing you as a human being to that of a monster or a zombie. I'm in a shelter and I am so unhappy here. By the way, I'm just reading the comments that stuck out to me. Hey, my older shelter ended up being owned by a prison warden. Put out a bin of canned foods by the food tables in the cafeteria area. Some residents took food from it. He came around and said the food is for the staff who needs it, not the residents. He didn't like residents having stuff. Said once the fridge died, no more community fridges. I'm surprised they even had a community fridge in the first place. Fridge is too expensive to run, he said. One of our weekday overloads agreed and was too happy about the idea. I feel you. The way my jaw dropped when I read the 8 p.m. curfew, ew. I do remember that part. The post was talking about how their curfew was 8 p.m. Wow, I'm so sorry. I'm also in a shelter. It's horrible in here. You're right, they don't help with housing. You have to look for it on your own, unfortunately. They do treat us as inmates. That's what they want to do. That's why I'm glad that the shelter that I was talked into staying at isn't, what do they call it? I don't even know. It's not like the regular one. It's, low barrier. That's what they call it here. But I can definitely tell from, like, changes that are being made and the little conversations that the CEO has been having, that this place probably is about to be like a conservation camp eventually. I mean, not that I plan to still be here anyway. I don't even really know how much longer they're gonna let me stay here, to be honest. Some staff already felt some type of way, and some still do, because some still feel like I'm 14 or something. But, yeah, the usual shelter gets in the way of you even being able to work a job or go to school or anything. So like if you go to work, you can't come back in depending on the shift that you work, or you're not allowed to leave in general. Just so much stuff. But the thing is though, you should never expect anybody to help you do jack. You really have to accept the fact there's no system put in place to help anybody do anything. And if we want that, regardless of what it's for, not even just for homelessness, but for anything, we have to make that ourselves. And I know I don't mean that thing that people who become social workers say, where they're basically saying, I joined a human trafficking organization because I wanted to fix the system. You can't, that's just not how things go. Whatever you do, it may not even really be legal, but I mean, if you're helping people, you're helping people. Because the thing is, just like for the Cash for Kids system, if you were to actually do something that could, like, help kids in those types of situations, you're going to get framed by the different Cash for Kids system agencies, the law enforcement. They're probably going to make you look like you were kidnapping people, you're some type of pedo or something, and they're going to make you look bad. because, for one, they just like to make people look bad when they do something good for society. And they're also going to throw you in jail, well, really in prison, because they don't want people actually being helped. They don't want someone helping people escape these different systems. They want people to be their cash cows, and really, because money won't be around too much longer anyway. And like I already said before, the people at the top, they print the money. So it's really not even about money in the end. I mean, for sure, for like some of the little ignorant staff that end up getting PTSD themselves from working a job where they get paid to help abuse kids and watch people sodomize kids and stuff, or even adults. But what was I saying? Yeah, so like the lower level people, the staff, they may care about money, but the higher ups, they just want a job where they can do their sadistic stuff that they do. Or they want to create a system where they can do the sadistic stuff that they do. And when you get in the way of that, they don't like it. Kind of like how whistleblowers, once they whistleblow, and even people who've escaped like really bad higher up systems like, I don't know, trafficking, even when they don't say anything, they have to spend the rest of their life running and hiding. Because these people don't like when you do something good. Homelessness should not equal imprisonment. Shelters are just warehouses to keep homeless people imprisoned. Their rules make no sense sometimes, and violent people get away with everything. I told my case manager yesterday what I was experiencing and that I felt unsafe. They didn't really care. 8 p.m. curfew was crazy.